Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
Can you state
She's asking
categorically,
a question. Don't
Mr.
be
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You are
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a
question.
question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Janda. Welcome back to Dave versus the MSM. Today we're taking on the MSM and who the real whistleblowers are. That would be General Mike Flynn, his attorney Sidney Powell, and President Donald Trump. Look, we have now gone through 3 years of a coup, attempted coup by the deep state of President Trump and members of his administration. The common denominator, the common perpetrator of this coup has been individuals, puppets, and leaders within the Central Intelligence Agency, bottom line. Whether it's the most recent Ukrainian goat rodeo hoax or the Russian goat rodeo hoax, it all comes down to players from the deep state that are associated with the CIA. Look, we're going to go into great depth in this on this Sunday's radio show, Operation Freedom. It's free. You can join us live. Go to davejanda.com, hit the upper right-hand corner where it says live, where the show is broadcast 2 to 5 Eastern. We're going to have a special guest on, General Tom McInerney. General McInerney was the number 3 in control at the Pentagon a number of years ago. General McInerney, along with Admiral Ace Lyons, on March 19, 2017, came forward on my radio show Operation Freedom and really threw down the gauntlet against the deep state and outed what they were doing with their illegal surveillance program, which is the basis for this entire coup. General McInerney has been joined by NSA true whistleblowers, Bill Binney and Kirk Wiebe, in documenting how that illegal surveillance was utilized against government officials, against millions of Americans, to gain information in order to leverage, in particular, people in power. Maybe it starts to make sense why we start to see Chief Justices of the Supreme Court all of a sudden flip their decisions. It's all about leverage, and that's what Washington is all about. Let's just look at this recent Russian or Ukrainian hoax. Supposedly, at the crux, this whistleblower, and to give that individual credit as a whistleblower, not with first-hand knowledge, but with second or third-hand knowledge, they're really a gossip blower, not a whistleblower. But the bottom line is it appears that this individual is linked to the CIA and is a CIA officer and was stationed in the White House through some connection with the NSC and is now back at the CIA. As I understand it, that individual does have links to former director of the CIA, Brennan, who was the director of the CIA under who? Yeah, deep state puppet Barack Obama. Interesting that gossip blower's attorney also happens to be formerly affiliated, or if not currently affiliated, with the CIA. And also had been an aide to Senator Schumer and Hillary Clinton. Shocking? Not. No. That entire whistleblower report, authored on August 12th, 2019, of which it appears that also deep state puppet head of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, sat on for well over a month. Well, that report, that just wasn't written by the gossip blower. According to sources in Washington, it was written by a number of individuals with legal training. There are ties to Soros-led organizations. There are ties, as I understand it, to this gossip blower having congressional support from committees and their staff in writing that Ukrainian hoax report. Go back to the Russian hoax, that goat rodeo. That was based on a dossier funded by Hillary Clinton, the DNC, and networked by the CIA operatives, including the former director of the CIA, John Brennan, Stephen Halper, and with ties to the intelligence community, Joseph Mifsud. take a step back even before that to what General McInerney and Admiral Lyons brought forward on my show on March 19th, 2017. The illegal surveillance program led by who? Yeah, John Brennan, James Clapper, and Barack Obama, utilizing a platform, an illegal surveillance platform, or parallel platform, not the NSA abuse of 702s, which was occurring, but a separate and distinct platform where their footprints would not be left, where they could be found out about what they were doing illegally, how they were illegally monitoring phone calls, emails, financial transactions of a platform called the Hammer. It all goes back to that, illegal surveillance. Yesterday, Friday, September 27th, Sidney Powell, the attorney for General Flynn, tweeted reference to an article written by Mary Fanning and Alan Jones, which was published also yesterday, September 27th. It was entitled, Sidney's tweet, "The Real Whistleblower Story. Dennis Montgomery, the Hammer, the hard drives, the wiretapping of Trump, and the prosecution of General Flynn." I will have that tweet posted in the description section. I will also have the article that Sidney referenced in the description section below this, and you need to read it. Now, you might say, well, it's a little long. It is a little long. It's incredibly detailed. And it's details you need to know, and the bought-off lamestream fake media, which is an arm, a tentacle of the deep state, will never present. Also, we're going to have a link to General Flynn's defense fund. Look, I'm not a big one for defense funds, but I am on this one. This is about helping a patriot, a true whistleblower, not a gossip blower. A true whistleblower. Remember, General Flynn, the reason why he was targeted is he had come out years before stating about ISIS and the Obama administration about weaponizing ISIS. That's why he was targeted. General Flynn is a true whistleblower, and he needs to be defended. Because in defending General Flynn, the whistleblower, and Sidney Powell, his attorney, who's also a whistleblower, by getting this information out, you're defending our freedoms and our liberties and our country and our country's future, bottom line. So we're going to have a link to that defense fund. And we're also going to have a link to the interview I did with true whistleblowers as well, Bill Binney and Kirk Wiebe, who in 2001 left their high positions with the NSA and say, wait a minute, there's some bad stuff happening here. And Bill and Kirk have continued to push. In fact, Bill Binney, within the past month and a half, brought the information on the illegal surveillance through the CIA's parallel platform, that Hammer system, to the Justice Department. Oh, and speaking of the Justice Department, when Dennis Montgomery presented information on the Hammer back in 2015, turned it into the FBI, he was granted immunity. First on the evidence that he turned in, and then on his testimony 4 months later. One of the people in the room at the time from the Justice Department was Deborah Curtis. Do you find it interesting that American Report article was published at 1 p.m. yesterday, September 27th, Friday? Sidney Powell tweeted about it around 2 p.m. Eastern. And at 6 p.m. last night, there was an announcement from the Justice Department that as of September 28th, Deborah Curtis was no longer going to be employed by the Justice Department. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe not. Deborah Curtis sat on that Hammer information since August of 2015. And it wasn't until this article came out yesterday and Sidney Powell blew the whistle and tweeted about it that all of a sudden Deborah Curtis is gone. There's a lot happening, and we're going to go into more depth this Sunday. I hope you'll join me. I also hope you'll join us on our platform, our subscription platform. Be a part of our Freedom family. It's very reasonable. Great content, extra shows, our WTF show, Geopolitical Analysis show, our Insider Insight show, of which Sidney Powell has been a guest. our Department of Advanced Research show, the archives to all of our radio shows all the way back to October 2010, the archives of our WTF and Insider Insight show, our contributing editor section, all available. I hope you become part of our freedom family at davejanda.com. I hope you'll join us for our radio show this Sunday and every Sunday. Until next time, Dave Janda signing off. Dream big and dare to fail. Thank you for your time today.